Hi everybody, this is Sherry, and this is a December daily for my sister. She's not a crafter, but she wanted to try this, so I thought I would try to make it as simple as possible for her. And then, next year if she wants another one and she wants a more elaborate setup, then I can do that. So this is the first page, and it's just the beginning of the book. I did black vinyl, cut this out on my Cricut Explore Air, and absolutely loved the way it turned out. This was one of the subscription cuts from the Cricut subscription thing you can get. I haven't hooked the book together yet because I figured it would be easier to show you what I have for her without having to try to flip through the pages because I don't have that much space on my desk. So this is day one, and there's a place here for a 4x6 photo, and then a small place down here for her to journal. And this is the snowman die from Diamond Dies I used right there. I pulled out a bunch of my Christmas dies so I would have them with me, and pulled out all my Christmas paper and stuff like that. So this is the first one. I used a peachy keen face on the little snowman, and that's day one. Here's day two, and this is a die that it's a La La Land Crafts die that Tracy has at Art Attack Supply. It looks like that. I love it as well. Day two, I took a Recollections, let's see where it is, right here. A Recollections punch, looks like this with a little snowflake. And I just punch the corners. I mean, I don't know how much of it will show once the photo's in there, but I thought it looked cute. And then there's a small place down here to journal, and I just connected 3 pieces of that die for day two. Then day three, I made a 3x3 pocket and put a journaling spot in there for my sister. I used a CC Designs bells die for the bell. I punched it out of gold glitter paper, used some red twine that I got from Walmart, cut out the number day three, and then put another 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 mat for a photo for day three. Day four, as you can kind of see, I tried to make them similar, but not exactly the same, because my husband said they look better all individual, but I kind of like them to be a little more cohesive, so I kind of did a mix of both. This was just a little envelope that I had, and I glued it down, cut out the 2 smaller bells from the CC Designs, and then slid a piece of paper in there for her to journal on. Used my 1-inch circle punch to cut a notch out so that she could reach in and get it. And here's day 5, and there's a place for her to journal and put extra photos if she wants to. I cut out a snowflake with some glitter paper that I got from Joann's, made a photo mat at the top for day 5. Now day 6, I cut this out on off my Cricut Explore, and the number off my Cricut Explore, and then cut the photo mat, and then it says, "Dear Santa, please bring me these things for Christmas." And this is my sister's husband's name, Dwayne. And this is my sister's name, Dina, and this is her grandson, and they will be together for Christmas, so I figured that she would enjoy doing that, and she doesn't have to do it on this day. I mean, I know it says Christmas list, but she can do it. I tried to make the pages, I guess, as generic as possible, because I didn't want to make it look like anything had to be done on any specific day, which I guess this kind of does look like it needs to be done on a specific day, but, I mean, she can move it. And then I just took and punched a hole in the corner and added a brad so that you could, you know, swivel the list. And her husband is hysterical. He's a wonderful man. I've known him since we were in first grade together. And so he'll get a kick out of doing his list. And then that was day 6. Day 7, I took a stamp that Dee from Elegant Embellishments had given me. This stamp looks so much like my dad. When we were kids, he would dress up as Santa. And this is what he looked like. He really did. The broad nose and the red little cheeks, and just, it looked like him. And when I told Dee that, she was kind enough to give me the stamp set. And so I used it on day 7 and day 8. I've got a piece of acetate here with a journaling spot to go there. And then I started putting in writing for her to know where she could put photos and stuff, because I didn't make it very simple or very, you know, there's not a whole lot to explain what for her to do on this page. So I added post-it notes, which I'm going to go back and fix on the first 6 days because I didn't do it, and I want her, you know, she can just take it off and know what goes where. So the same thing on day 8, I took the stamp and stamped it all over. I want to see if she realizes how much the image looks like our dad. Put the 8 on some acetate, made a larger journaling spot here so she could switch them out for if she needs more journaling or whatever on a particular day. Here's day 9, another real simple day. And I used the large Santa stamp that I have. I did him in Gumball Green from Stampin' Up. And this was a piece that I had cut out of one of the papers I used last year for my December daily. Day 9 up there, and then a place for a photo. And as you can see, I did them in alternating colors. And this is Gumball Green, this is Rural Red. Another journaling spot here, day 10, and a place up here for a picture. So that one was real easy. She has, she has several dogs. So I wanted her to have a day that she could take pictures of her dogs at Christmas. So day 11, it says, love that dog. And 2 small photo, a regular size photo and a smaller one. I think this is 3, this would be a 3x3 picture, and then a place over here to journal. And then here's the other page that goes with this, and I just, well, this is just not real showing. The dog looks really dark, but he's not that dark. I don't know why he shows real dark like that. But this is him, and I cut him out, and then I found a Santa hat and I put it on the page with him and sized it to fit him. And that's day 12 with a journaling mat there and journaling mat here and a photo mat there. And then day 13 and day 14 I did essentially identical. Just used 2 different things, and these slide out. So there's a place for a photo, journal, another photo, another photo. So there's, you know, she has the ability to put 3 photos and a journaling spot on all of these days. Then day 15 was just some Christmas paper that I had. It says Merry Christmas. The paper from the pack match, so I cut out a mat for a photo. And this is light enough down here, I figured she could journal right on the paper. And then because it had a more country feel, I used some gingham paper that I had to do page 15. And this one is coordinates with this one. So I did day 16 and left here where she could journal, because again, it's real pale, so she'd be able to write without any trouble. Day 17, very plain. I use this paper here, has just ornaments on it, and then a place up here to journal. So there's day 17, and day 18 is just the opposite. The photos up here, the journaling spots down here. Here's day 19, and I used the Whimsy stamp die. Let's see what this is called. Mitten border die. And what I did was I cut it with green and I cut it with red and white, and then I just kind of cut the pieces off and either added the top and the bottom together or just put the top on to make green with the white cuff, or green with the red cuff, or red with the green cuff, like that. And then I put the number down there and a small journaling spot there in the corner. And then this one is another diamond dies, actually 2 diamond dies, and I'm getting them out here so I can show them to you. One is the pine branch. Yeah, it doesn't have a name on the back, but it's a pine branch. And this one is an ornament, and it doesn't have a name either, but it's the ornament. I love that die. It's very pretty. And so I used gold glitter paper, and I kept the snowflake that came out of that because it just makes the prettiest snowflake. And then I cut out 2 of the pine branches and then just put a small white bow at the top, like I had layered together almost like it was a swag or something. And then a place for a photo and a journaling spot. Day 21, this is a cut from my Explorer from the Cricut store. It was in the subscription. The numbers all came from, I believe it's a child's year is where all the numbers came from. And then a photo and a journaling spot. And the next one, I love that. I love this image. I thought it was so pretty. And I know it's supposed to be like a silhouette, but I didn't want it black because I just thought it would be too dark. And so I did it in white and then made a white opening thing where she has room for 2 pictures and a place to journal. And that's day 22. Then day 23, I used just some glitter paper up here for the photo mat, a plain white piece of paper down here to journal, some red gingham paper I had in the background, and then some washi tape that I got last year from the dollar store. And then I used, for the little holly and berries, I used a CC Designs holly and berry die. And let's see, I used the same die over here on day 24. And then I told her, you know, there's 3 photo spots, 1, 2, and 3, and then a place for her to journal here, and number 24. And then for the 25th, I wanted to make sure that she had plenty of room for photos. So I've got 2 journalings or 2 photo mats over here that will hold 4x6s. And this one is, these ones as well will hold 4x6, and they flip up. Let me get it so you can see. They flip up so she can put 1, 2, and I put some washi tape across here, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos. And then she can journal down here about their Christmas day. And then I just put a decorative, because I thought this was probably going to be more about her grandson than anything this year, because her kids are grown and their grandson and daughter and son-in-law live with them, so I figured that the book would be more about him. So I wanted it to kind of have a playful backing. And then I'm just going to use my cinch and hook it together with 1.5 inch wires, and then put some ribbons on the side. but I knew that I would need to do it show it to you all this way. And I don't mean to sound like I'm rushing through it. It's just, I know that, I'm putting my dies back before I lose them. I know that it would have been hard to show it to you, and if I'd have had it bound. And then I want to get through this because I want to give you guys a chance to go and check out other people's December daily. I watched 2 videos yesterday on December dailies where Christy Nitro showed hers December daily from last year, and she hadn't looked through it yet, so she wanted to see how it held up to through the whole year. And so she showed hers, and I got a lot of great ideas because I know what I want to do with mine, but this being my sister's, I wanted to make it as simple and as easy as possible. And then another, let me see if I can find her, another really sweet lady, Danielle Brown. She did her a show or a video on 2 of her days for her completed December daily. She did them for the 24th, I think, and the 25th of last year, and I got some really neat ideas from her video as well. So I will be trying to implement some of those into mine. But this is what I have for my sisters, and I think I will go ahead and show you what I got done from mine last year. And I was unable to finish it, but I will explain why when I show you mine, why I wasn't able to finish it. I honestly have a really good reason, I promise. So this year, no babies are to be born, and I should be able to get it finished. So I hope you like this. Let me know what you think. If there's something you think I need to make more explanatory for my sister so that she knows what she needs to do, because like I said, she's not a crafter. She doesn't know this stuff. And if you have any suggestions, I'm thinking about going larger than an 8.5 by 11 for my December daily. And I'm wondering if anyone else has ever done a 12 by 12 December daily. So if you have and you watch this video, if you could leave a comment below letting me see a link to your video of your December daily, I would appreciate it, because I'm really thinking about going a little larger. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and remember, eat healthy and happy crafting. Bye.